What's up, guys? All right, so today I'm gonna be doing a board setup video. I normally never set up like a brand new complete. You know, it's like once in a blue moon. These trucks I've had for a while. I usually just move them to the next board. But yeah, they were really turning at like a sharp angle, so I figured just fresh it up, you know, get a brand new complete. Right now I'm riding Fortune boards, and the last series they did, like all the graphics I love. This one and this one right here. Can't really see it anymore, but it was like colorful Buddha, pretty sick. But yeah, I love the shape, and I'm always riding an 818. That's the size I always ride. But yeah, I got into this habit of like never changing my boards. Like I'll make them last as long as I can. One, I just don't like wasting things, and I like using them as long as I can. And two, I never really had money as a kid, so I just would have to stretch them out. But you know, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing the function of having a new board constantly, like getting used to always having a new board. It could like up the level of like you're skating, you know, like you're always skating something fresh. So some of you guys commented asking about like the concave. I would say this isn't steep or mellow, it's kind of in between. Also like the big noses I don't really like, or like really small tails. It's kind of in between everything, just like pretty normal. It's funny now, I'm skating transition a lot, so my boards could last like 6 months, a year sometimes, but they just don't really get beat up like they used to. Usually just like rub down the edges just so it doesn't peel up, kind of smooths it out. Okay, so for trucks, I've ridden Ventures like the first half of my skateboarding life. It's always Ventures, and I would constantly be snapping kingpins, and it's like always would be breaking them. I switched to Indies, and that almost never happened. So I don't know if it was just luck or my skating changed, but yeah, the Indies definitely held up much better than the Ventures. So these are hollow 139s. I like them to be a little slimmer than the board, so there's a little bit of an overhang. So like 139s I think line up with an 8, and this is an 818, so it has like a slight overhang. It's crazy. I think I haven't had a brand new complete in like a couple of years. So I've learned a lot over the years about skateboards, but my whole life I never really paid attention to the details. Like I would just ride anything anyone gave me at any time, you know? So what do you guys think? You think like it really matters, like your specific shape and setup? Because to me, I feel like it's more about just the time you invest in it. And yeah, I guess if you mix up your setups, it could throw things off. You know, you get into a rhythm, a certain pop with a certain style board. But for the most part, I think like if you learn the techniques and the tricks, you can pretty much do them on any board. You know what's a funny thing too is I used to work at a bunch of skate shops, and you don't realize how many boards are warped. Like just from hanging on the walls or shipping or whatever. If you like hold the board up and look at it like that, you can usually see a lot of the times they're pretty warped. I don't know, something funny to think about. Okay, so for bearings, always pretty much went the cheapest. Reds are solid bearings, and they're usually like one of the cheaper bearings in the stores. The other day I was talking with a friend, and I don't know, he got bones. They were like already broken, I think he said, in like a week. I mean, things happen to everyone in different situations, but I just think it was funny because I've been skating these reds in the rain like numerous days in a row, and you know, they still roll pretty good. I think if you roll through the rain or something and you keep skating in them, they won't rust up, you know. But if you're not skating every day, I mean, definitely don't skate in the rain. It's not good for your bearings. But anyway, so I'm usually riding reds, but I'll ride whatever's around. It doesn't really matter. And when I am riding reds, I usually take the razor, be careful, and I just pop out the bearing shield. It's because I don't like having it's like red showing, kind of like the ball bearing showing. So yeah. All right, guys, and for wheels, I got these 99 Duro radials from Spitfire. Never rode these before, but I mean, they look like pretty good wheels. I'm usually in the 101A range. I like a kind of a hard wheel. It helps for when I'm doing like sliding my wheels on mini ramps, trying to do like 180 to 55 O's and things like that. I just like having a little bit more slide. Yeah, not sure about these. They should be fine. Another thing I never really thought about in the past, but is the width. Like, these are pretty wide, and the wider the wheel, the more it grips on the ground. So if you got a 32 millimeter wide wheel, it's gonna grip a lot less than the 34, which are these. So something to think about. So before these, I used to ride Bones STF V5s. And those were about, I think they're 83B, which converts to, I think it's 103A. Gets pretty confusing, but usually on the websites it'll break it down for you, or convert, or you can just Google it or something like that. But I generally like to stay at least like 101A or maybe 99. Like, these are the softest I'll go, but we'll see. I'll always put the graphic on the inside, almost always, just because I like the way just the white wheel looks. All right, guys, that's it for the board setup. I would say if you're looking, if you're like trying to figure out a board to get, don't think too much about it. Like, if you flip your board lock, get something a little skinnier. If you're always riding tranny, maybe get something a little bigger with bigger wheels. If you're a taller, bigger dude with like big feet, maybe get a bigger, wider board. And yeah, don't waste too much time thinking about it, just get out there and skate. If you guys have any questions about boards or anything like that, just leave them in the comments below, and thanks for watching.